All right, Lord Laris, what are you up to now? Because you're up to something. Hey, everyone. Before I get into this discussion about Season 2, Episode 7 of Max's House of the Dragon, I have a request from my recording studio. Please smash that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel if you are not subscribed. All right, everyone. I just wanted to come on and give a brief review to season 2, episode 7 of Max's House of the Dragon. I think there are 8 episodes here, which means that we are right at the end. So we had a major battle halfway through, and I think we're building up to a final battle in this last episode. The pieces are being moved. Rhaenyra is building her army, and it seems as though it doesn't seem as though she has decided to look for dragon riders who are not of royal bloodlines or bastards. Bastards are that's a huge theme of the Game of Thrones world, and we saw that in the Game of Thrones original series. But I want to focus on Lord Larys. Lord Larys is one of my favorite characters. He sits on the small council at King's Landing. Well, first under King Aegon, and now under the Prince Regent Aemond. And in this last episode, the Red Sowing, something very interesting happened. So Lord Jasper Wilde approached Lord Larys and told him, "Hey, I heard that Rhaenyra. I heard that there were some dragons flying over. I believe it was Dragonstone, Rhaenyra's stronghold, and yeah. So there was a question there because Rhaenys died, and the understanding was that Rhaenyra did not have any other dragon riders. And so what was interesting is that Lord Larys says, "Well, where'd you hear this from?" And then Lord Jasper Wilde said, "Well, I heard it from this person who heard it from this person who heard it from this person." And then Lord Larys looked down at Aemond down on the courtyard, and he looked back and he said, "You can tell him yourself, but I would keep it quiet." So Lord Larys calculated in his mind, and he's calculating just like Lord Baelish and Lord Varys from the Game of Thrones series. He made a calculated decision to not share that with Aemond. So, and so what you saw during that episode was also Lord Larys seems to still be loyal to King Aegon, because King Aegon, he's making a recovery. He's no longer the handsome young man. He's partially burned. His scalp is exposed, and Lord Larys told the Grand Maester, "Get him up, get him moving, get him walking. It's gonna hurt him, but get him up, get him moving, get him prepared to move around." So Lord Larys is doing something, but it seems as though he is still working for his allegiance lies with King Aegon, right? So what we saw at the end of that episode was one of the bastard dragon riders fly his dragon, and they went through that ceremony at Dragonstone. I think it was Dragonstone where Rhaenyra is camped out with her group. But the dragon flew over King's Landing. Aemond saw it. He got on his dragon Vahar and then chased this new rider back to Rhaenyra's enclave. And then Aemond saw that there were more dragons there, and he turned around. So that was interesting because, again, Lord Larys made the calculated decision to not share that intel with Aemond earlier. So I think we're going to see another huge battle in the final episode. I think we're only going to get 8, and which is next. And so we're going to see what happens there. Rhaenyra now has dragon riders, and so Aemon does not have the advantage that he had before. He's got the biggest dragon. Well, and now Rhaenyra's army has a huge dragon now as well that has a rider. So the tide for now seems to have turned. I don't know what's going to happen with Daemon. Daemon, it looks like he is amassing his army to help Rhaenyra. Is he going to help her? I don't know. It looks like he's still deliberating over whether or not he wants the crown. But I thought that dream he had with Viserys was powerful, where Viserys tells him, I never wanted the crown. It only made my life worse. You need to reconsider if you still want this, Daemon. So those are thoughts that I had from episode 7, and I think another interesting component was Jacaerys confronting his mother and saying, look, I know that I'm a bastard too. I don't have the white hair like you and the others. And that's interesting because earlier in the episode he was challenging the idea of other bastard children, other seeds of the scattered royal bloodlines coming and helping. He challenged that, but then that might have been also his personal insecurity in the fact that and knowing that he wasn't 100% of the royal bloodlines himself. So these are my thoughts on episode 7. Yeah, let's see what happens in episode 8. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. This is Big Discussions 76 Entertainment and Media. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to make a donation to the channel, my Cash App and PayPal are below in the description box. And also, please consider joining my Big Words LLC Newsletter. I am a writer and a blogger and a soon-to-be author. And with that, I will wrap this up. As always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Always try to do your best. Take care, and I will talk to you the next time. Bye-bye. All right, Lord Larys, what are you up to now? Because you're up to something.